Hello and good morning, everyone. OnlyPositivity here. I have my coffee with me, ready to explore this new phase of life with you all. So over the past few years, I have gained a whole new perspective on life, and I've realized that life is too short to not be enjoying yourself while doing great things. So come along with me as I explore this new lens through fitness, photography, reading, traveling, cannabis, and much more. Looking forward to the journey, guys. And remember, only positivity.
Got a good 40 minutes or so.
Let's go. All right. And we're live, bitch. Bust open this Gatorade, son. Clutch move on this shit, man. I'm glad you're hydrating over there with that Heineken.
Dude.
Fucking good boy, dude.
It's a net zero.
There you go. Heineken on the left.
Hydrate, dehydrate.
Terrible circle, man. Anyway, dude, what's new with you, man?
Not a whole lot, man. I'm just played our first show last week on Friday. That was really exciting.
Yeah, dude. I saw you busting the jig out.
You did? What'd you see?
What's that song? It's like this is more than you bargained for.
Yeah, that's Fall Out Boy.
Oh, that's Fall Out Boy. I saw you.
Sugar, we're going down swinging. Dude, people just go apeshit for that song, man. Like that's probably that's the last song we play. Almost every show because that's the one everyone wants to hear.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like really into that genre of music, but like that there was like I saw one clip where you were like sing like some other dude in the audience like right up in your face, and you guys were just like singing the song, dude.
That was Tom's sister's boyfriend.
Oh, so you know that guy?
Yeah, because actually it was Tom's sister's friend's birthday or something. So they all took a party bus with like 20 people,
dude,
and they just like rolled up, and they were like already like turned up by the time they got there, man. It was awesome, man. There was a lot of people, of people there, and I just feel like people are like dying to go back out right now, like look for any excuse to go out.
How many people do you think were there? Like guesstimating?
At least 50,000, bro.
Damn. Superdome? Where you guys at, dude?
No, I mean, I don't even.
Madison Square
it's so
Garden.
hard to like estimate.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine.
Especially in like a smaller venue like that. But there was at least like probably 150 people there. I'd say.
Damn, that's sick, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a few fucking headbangs going back and forth, dude.
For sure,
man.
man.
Like going crazy.
It's a good ass time.
It looked fun, dude. It looked really fun. It was cool that what do you call it? Tom was on the guitar.
Bass.
Oh yeah, fuck you. Yeah, I mean, I always see him on the drums and shit like that. It's cool that like, can you like play any of the other instruments too?
Yeah, growing up, I'm just making sure he's not fucking with anything over there.
Licking his butt over there.
What do you have, motherfucker?
Electrocutes himself. What do you got, dude? Where are you going?
Oh, he's got something.
Mouth guard.
So yeah, I grew up, like my mom tried to get me to play piano, and I sucked so hard at that dude, I seriously by like my fifth or sixth lesson, I couldn't find middle C.
Damn.
And the instructor was just like so fed up with me, dude. He straight fired my ass.
Zach, you can't find the middle C?
It's like, I cannot teach this kid.
Fuck this guy. Yeah, man. I don't even know what that key's all about.
Yeah, I mean that's like your home base on the piano. It's like C pretty much.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I played piano. I started with piano, and then I played violin for a little bit, and I played that big ass stand up bass in middle school and high school, like in orchestra. And then I got into like percussion in high school because I didn't want to do orchestra anymore. So in marching band, I played like in the pit, like in the front, where everyone like has all the xylophones and like crazy percussion instruments. And then junior year, I played bass drum 3 on drumline.
Damn.
So, like those bass drums that like go on your chest.
Right.
I was like, there's 5 of them, and I was the middle one. Exactly,
dude.
Yeah. Except that instrument is crazy because like it really forces you to like understand like percussion, because you have to like do runs like in sync with other people.
Damn.
So it's like oftentimes like the run is going to start like at the front or the back. So it's like you're usually playing on like a different beat. So it's like you have to like when you're going like 16th notes, like da 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 da, you got to like pick out, like you might be only playing like 2 or 4 notes like in that run. And you just have to like really have that internal clock.
And you're like walking and shit too.
Yeah,
right?
well, you're walking like in time. So that's like marching band is like your walking is your steps are your metronome.
Oh, I see. I didn't know that. That's
Yeah,
cool.
so it's like left, right, left, right, or right, left. Yeah, like whichever way. But yeah, that's like your metronome. And actually the same thing. Funny that you mentioned that. Like headbanging in like rock and metal music is your metronome too.
Oh, really?
Exactly. Yes.
Damn.
Like, because you'll notice like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like if the snare is on the upbeat, then it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. You know, it's like that's how you keep time. Yeah. It just looks like you're kind of wilding up there, but there's actually like that's how you feel time sometimes.
Yeah. No, for sure, 100%. It's a lot of music is body language too, man. It's like head nods and cues like that, or like, you know, I mean, you play the violin too, you know, when if you're in a quartet or something, you gotta like lift and come on the beat like that, you know what I mean? It's all body language, you know, like
it's like the same thing. It's like if you're like a jazz club and you just feel a dude like bobbing his head, like feeling the beat, that's like a milder version of headbanging, pretty much.
Totally, 100%. No, that's interesting, dude. When I used to play soccer in high school, the marching band used to practice right next to us, and they were always like doing some crazy shit. But you'd always see that one motherfucker up on that lofted like podium thing.
Yeah, that's like
everyone.
I can't even remember what the name of those people is.
Ringmaster.
This dog is like licking me hardcore.
Licking your nips. You got a jar of peanut butter.
No, we're not doing the peanut butter trick, Bobby. Go away.
Come here.
I know you want to.
Give me the jar.
They're like the conductor essentially, like in an orchestra. They're doing the Karate Kid thing, you know.
Hey, the Ralph Macchio.
Mr. Miyagi.
The bonsai tree.
So that's because a lot of times, like when you're practicing in marching band, you're like playing a metronome like over the loudspeakers to keep time. But you're obviously not going to have that at like a competition or like a show, because that'll fucking ruin everything. Yeah. So that's kind of the conductors are like your metronome.
Yeah, 100%.
Pretty much.
That's really interesting, dude. I mean, I feel like the last time we talked about like music and shit like that. What's up, motherfucker? I was trying to go all like, like notes. You know what I mean? Like, what notes are you playing? You know? And it's like, you know, you really don't play music like that, right?
No.
Right? Exactly.
I don't.
So I was like, you know, it's funny how like I learned like super traditional. Like how to play music and stuff like that, like, you know, alto clef, treble clef, shit like that. But you know, you didn't learn it that way, like, or you don't play that way. Well,
I did. I mean, I used to have to read music in orchestra, and like I had to read like percussion sheet music.
Yeah, but now you just, it's all body cues, but it's kind of the same principle. You know what I mean? Like, there's an underlying foundation that's like the same throughout all music, you know?
Yeah, and I never learned how to read like guitar like sheet music. I mean, I can read timing, but I just like don't know like the notes like in the bars or whatever. But I feel like guitar especially is an instrument where you really don't have to know like music theory to be a good musician.
Yeah. So in that one video where you're doing that solo, so how did you learn that? Like, because that's really like it's very technical, right? Like, you're moving your fingers all over the place. Yeah. So you kind of have to know what you're hitting, right?
Oh, I mean, it's just you learn like patterns of like arpeggios.
Okay.
On guitar, and you don't really have to know what note you're playing. It's like you just learn like the shapes and so like where the notes are, like in different chord shapes. Because I mean, chords are kind of arpeggios in a lot of ways. But guitar can be very visual, because like when you're playing a chord, you can play that like pretty much anywhere. Sure. You know. But there's also like guitar tabs, which is like it's not music, but it conveys what you need to play. It just has like the numbers of the frets. It has like the 6 strings and like the number of the fret you're supposed to play. So it's essentially the same thing because you're just associating like a note with a number on the fretboard.
Got you.
So it's like I'm looking at this, or if you buy, they make like professional tab books and like tab software. But it's like when you buy a good tab book, it has like the timing on the top half, so you know like exactly what the timing is. But then you're just reading numbers instead of like a dot on the bar, you know?
Got you. Yeah. That's interesting. So with that one you played, did you just watch a video about it? Like, or you?
Well, I actually wrote that one like fast solo. Yeah, because the solo in the song, I mean, it's cool, but in some of our songs we like to
improvise a little bit?
Improvise or like make our own thing, you know?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So like is there any like issue like in the punk rock like genre about like doing like something like that, like being a tribute band or something like that, or changing up their music?
I would say no. Because I think a lot of times, I mean, people want to hear the song, but like I think a lot of times in real life, like the actual bands themselves will change things about their songs, just to keep it interesting.
Yeah.
I think a lot of like good bands do that just to not make it seem like it's a show that's tailored to you and not just them playing the CD in front of your face.
That's really interesting. Yeah. No, because now that you mention it, I think all artists do that to some extent, right? They change up whether it's like the artistry of the performance and not the music itself. Yeah. Or if it's a combination of the music and, like the show.
Yeah, like even in rap.
Yeah.
Like I feel like there will be like these long like interludes where it's kind of like still music, but they're like doing something different, and then it'll just like slowly transform like into the song that you know.
Yeah. No, totally. I feel like even if maybe an artist tried, I probably feel like no two shows could be the same. You know what I mean? Like, like it's just like there's something so subjective about music that I feel like you can't make it like an automated thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
yeah, I kind of think that like when you're in a cover band, it's like my job's pretty easy. You just like I spend a lot of time like making sure what I'm playing is exactly right. Like it bothers me when I like being in a cover band's whatever, it's like some people not look down on it, but it's like you're not playing your own songs, But I think that there's a lot of like not pride to be taken, but it's like you put a lot of effort into making sure that it's exactly right.
Yeah. I guess I can understand that stigma, but dude, like if there's a song that you like resonate with, like, you're going to want to recreate it, right? You're going to want
Exactly, man. It's like I'm just like playing the songs that really got me excited about music like as a kid.
Yeah.
This is the music that like I really grew up on, so there's something like really nostalgic about like playing that in front of people.
100%, dude, and them like responding to it because you know that they've listened to it like when they were younger as well. If they know the lyrics, right? If they're going as hard as that video I saw, man, those motherfuckers ingested that song.
Yeah, it's fun. It's like really, I don't know, just kind of makes you feel like you're in that band for like a second.
100%. Dude, it's like, I mean, it's not easy, right? But a lot of times I'll watch a video on YouTube of like just a couple dudes in a studio and they're just like fucking jamming, putting some shit together, And like we've watched a bunch of videos like that too. And it's like it seems really easy, but the whole idea of like just having free reign, like, making your own music and vibing to it. Maybe it's sounding good too at the end of it is like probably one of the most rewarding things you could do. You know what I mean? People make it seem easy, but it's not.
It's definitely not. Like, I do write my own music too, but it's like really hard to not make the same song over and over again, and it's really hard to take chances and to have that music be well received. Because I think a lot of the best albums and musicians out there are the ones who take risks.
Right.
Because it's like you don't want to hear the same album over and over and over and over again.
Right.
And you don't want to hear somebody that sounds exactly like somebody else. So it's like when you get someone who comes along like Billie Eilish.
Sure.
Like nobody makes music like her.
Right.
And she just has like the perfect blend of like this sounds good and it's weird and there's so unique and nothing else like it. And it's kind of hard to find all those.
Yeah, man. It's hard. It's really hard especially in that way in music when you express yourself musically, to let your light shine, right? Because like you said, taking risks is scary, you know, especially in music because you're definitely doing something a little bit. I don't want to say flamboyant, but it's just a little bit more expressive. You know what I mean? And it's not like the way we're chatting right now where I'm articulating my thoughts, right? Sometimes music is just like a burst of emotion or something like that, and you don't need to structure it, right? You just need to let it out. And when do you structure it? When do you like let it just be natural? All those things would come into my mind if I was making music. You know what I mean? It might even fuck me up. It might like bog me down.
Yeah, I think like artists that tap into that like really connect with their fans more, like when they can tell like how important this is to them. Like dude, Tyler the Creator, like that dude does some really really weird shit.
Yeah.
Like he'll just like scream and like just do all kinds of off the wall stuff, but like it doesn't vibe with some people, but other people are just like, yeah, that's awesome. Like this dude is just pouring his emotions into this song.
Yeah, that's why he's hit or miss, right? I mean, I feel like when he hits, it hits hard. When he misses, he misses, right? But you know, that's just how it is. And then I feel like when it does hit, it hits harder because you know, like this is not once in a blue moon, but every now and then, like Tyler the Creator banger. You know, he like really hit the flow on this one.
I almost think that there's like an advantage to being a hit or miss musician because what you think is a hit, someone else might think is a miss, and vice versa.
Right.
And collectively, like a lot of fucking people like it. Like they might not like every song you do, but there's people that love the songs that you hate. Right. So I think that makes people feel like the better songs are even better. You know, it's like I love this song, and it's like this next song's kind of but I fucking love this next song. So I just think it creates like a fan base that is like just obsessive about the good songs.
Yeah. I mean, the Weeknd's like more recent music has been kind of like that too. It's like where, like, you know, I love the Weeknd and Tyler the Creator, and his albums are like this too. So it's like you're gonna listen to the whole entire album. Like why? Because you know there's gonna be some misses, but like there's definitely gonna be at least one banger on there, and like you need to find that one. So I'll go through the whole album and try to find them, right? And if I find one in the beginning, I'm gonna keep going through the rest of it. You know what I mean? So like it's interesting that point you bring up about being a hit or miss artist. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like there's not too many artists though that like every song of theirs is like I like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think there's one artist like that for me, unless it's Fall Out Boy.
They got some shitty songs. Actually, funny enough, I didn't really listen to Fall Out Boy. Like
you didn't?
No,
I was gonna ask you that.
No, I mean I like knew their popular songs, but I started out liking a lot of like punk and emo.
Like what?
But then I started like getting really into like heavy metal, like towards the end of middle school. I mean like my first favorite band was Incubus.
Oh, okay.
You know them at all?
I don't know any other songs, but I know they're
okay. Like they're like really really cool, man. Like I still like love them to this day. They're like they toe the line between like heavy and like creative and melodic and like almost like tiptoeing that pop music line because like a lot of their songs are really popular. And if you know them, then they gotta be pretty popular.
Fuck
so,
you, well, I'm a raging Incubus fan.
No,
I got a fucking whole set of T-shirts at home. I went to one fucking like concert that was like it was like one of those genres. It actually might have been Incubus.
Really?
The Rosemont Theater. Like, are we touching feet?
No, we're good. We're like
you don't want to.
We're like 7 feet apart right now. There's no way we can touch feet.
But I went to one at the Rosemont Theater like in like 2006. I don't know what it was. I think it could have been Incubus because one of my buddies back in the day was really into it.
You gotta
I tried to be into it, man.
You gotta let me know.
I'm a Texas motherfucker right now. But yeah, what's one of your favorite songs by Incubus? All right.
That's a good question. Wish You Were Here is really good.
Yeah. When did you first hear that?
I mean, shit, dude. We're probably talking like. So let's see. I was born in 1990.
You don't have to say age. Maybe grade. Like what grade were you in?
Like 6th grade.
Okay.
Like 5th or 6th grade. Probably.
So you were 17. No, I'm just kidding.
I got held back, bro.
Idiot, bro.
Got held back for a few years in kindergarten.
Kindergarten was a tough time for me, bro. Fucking ABCs will get you, dude.
Dude, I just wasn't vibing with the shapes.
Fuck is geometry, dude. I've been shoving this trapezoid in my mouth. So you were in 6th grade, right?
Probably even earlier than that, yeah.
What's the, like, is it a happy song? Is it a sad song?
I was just like really drawn to stuff like music that was both heavy but still melodic. Cause
what's heavy mean? Like
really in your face.
Okay.
Like the distortion on the guitars is like really like that's when you think of heavy.
Okay.
Like the guitar sound like isn't clean, you know, like in
okay.
a jazz song or like a John Mayer song. It's like really heavily distorted and it just like hits harder. It's just like really in your face, man. It's like an 808 in rap.
Sure,
it's just like a really heavy like bass drum. Like this song is heavy. Like
Yeah.
the bass drum is fucking thumping, dude. Like it's kind of the same concept in rock and metal,
Gotcha.
where it's just like groovy and like in your face.
Lyrically, was it like brighter lyrics or were they darker?
No, that song is actually. It's just him like describing the ocean and like talking about how he wants like a girl or somebody to be there with him.
Okay, for sure.
I'll play that song for you, dude.
Yeah, let's do it in the car, dude. Were you vibing with like what part of it? Just like
All of it. I was vibing with the fact that it's spacey and like heavy at the same time. You'll know what I'm talking about.
all right, I'm ready, dude. I'm just ready. No, it's just funny, like you said, bro. Like with the different ways music comes out, and some people thinking something's a hit, fucking down the stairs, dude. Like if someone thinks something is like a hit, or someone doesn't, right? Vice versa can happen too. But like, why? What makes it a hit to you? What makes it like resonate with you? You know, I think a lot of it has to do with time period, like where you're at in life. You know, like kind of what you know at that point in life. Maybe fucking, you know, girl problems and shit like that. All that stuff comes up. You know what I mean? It's like a mixture of shit.
Yeah.
The Weeknd's like trilogy album, that came out at a time where I was like kind of I don't know, I was like I just gone to college and I didn't like know anybody, and like I was like kind of on my own, and I was kind of antisocial, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really like talk to people too much, and I like kept to myself, and like I just listened to that album, and it just kind of made me feel like it was okay to be alone, you know what I mean? Like you don't worry about it, like you're okay and shit like that. So
dude, 100%, man. And like that's part of the reason why I vibe so much with being in a cover band, is because it's like when I hear certain albums, it literally just like transports me back to what I felt like at that time.
Yeah.
Like I literally like mark like periods of my life by like the music that I listened to during it. And like the older you get, it only gets like crazier, because it's like you think like everyone's like, oh, is this really the music you're going to listen to when you're like 90? Like you're going to listen to some dude screaming in a microphone. It's like our parents' music was just like some lame ass fucking elevator music, you know? It's like, but I really do think that you're just going to listen to whatever you listen to when you're growing up regardless.
Yeah.
It's like your taste might change.
Right.
But I mean, I don't think that it's the same thing, you know. It's like our music is way more in your face than like 50 years ago. Yeah. And there's so many different kinds, but I don't think that means like you're not still gonna like it when you're older.
Dude, I mean, whether it's like, you know, still a hit or not, it's just like you said, that there's going to be a memory you associate with the music, right? It's not like you just listen to music in some like nothingness chamber. You know what I mean? You're going to listen to it, be driving in the car. You're going to be at a concert. You're going to be, whatever. You're going to be after a fight with somebody, like a quarrel. You're going to be listening to this music, and then you'll just like inevitably think about it, and just get super euphoric. And that way of like listening to music is, I don't think you could ever forget it. It won't leave you.
I know. And it's so, I miss music being an object.
Yeah.
Like, it's like now all your songs are just like on your phone. But I loved buying CDs. I loved having like the art on the CD and like the lyric booklet and like the art in the lyric booklet, like as a like a possession.
Right.
And I would love buying new CDs, and I had like portable Walkman with like batteries, just like having like a new CD and like popping it in and like going like on the bus to school, dude.
Yeah.
I would get like so hyped to listen to new CDs, man.
Yeah, dude. What type of CD player did you have?
Dude, I had a Sony Walkman, like it was a red one with the one with like the reflective like oval like on the thing. You know what I'm talking about.
Was it like see-through? Could you kind of see the disc spinning? Or no?
I don't think so.
No. All right. Well then, you might be talking. I know what you're talking about, the oval thing, but mine, you could see the fucking disc spinning through. I didn't.
So it's working.
Yeah, dude. Get your fucking welfare checks out here. Can't see the disc.
But yeah, it's like I was kind of hesitant to switch to the whole like digital music thing, just because I liked buying it, but it just got to a point where it was like financially it makes no sense to not take advantage of being able to download like literally whatever song you want,
however many songs. I think what's the bogus part of that is so I used to find like a lot of music that, like, let's say like Travis Scott was doing like a remix with somebody, and it was just kind of like you'd have to like kind of like illegally download it, right? It was just some shit, but like that's just never on like Spotify or Apple Music or anything like that. So a lot of like the really really like underground shit I would like Google and seek out and stuff like that. It's just like
get yourself a virus.
Yeah, dude.
LimeWire.
I'll give my computer AIDS for the newest Travis Scott song, dude. Always.
What did you have? Did you have Napster or LimeWire, or what did you have?
I had LimeWire and Kazaa.
Dude, yeah, Kazaa was another one.
Did you use those? I never used Napster.
My dad actually used to do it for me.
Oh shit!
Like he didn't trust us to not like
fuck the computer.
Yeah, like get everyone's identity stolen. So he used to like download shit for me from Kazaa or whatever,
Yeah. So mainly just Kazaa?
Yeah, I think so.
LimeWire. LimeWire, I feel like was the one that did it, dude.
Like, they did it big.
I'm not gonna put it on Kazaa, dude. But yeah, man, I used to be on like, it has that little like loading bar when it's like done. All the while, I'll be on AIM, hollering at all the shorties. What's up, dude? Let me know.
Sound like a real cool guy.
Hey, man, you know how I do things. You've known me for a while now. I'm pretty smooth. You had AIM? Don't tell me you didn't, dude.
Yes, I did.
I'm gonna say, bro. I'm leaving.
I'm leaving right now. Oh man, I miss the old internet.
The dial-up. Yeah, dude.
You had dial-up? I don't think I ever had dial-up, dude.
So what's the old internet then?
I don't know. Wasn't there something else? Because you didn't have to have dial-up if you had like a separate internet line.
You had AOL?
Yeah.
And you didn't have dial-up?
I mean, I guess I don't know. That was a long time ago.
Bro, you can't just be not knowing. Any case, yeah. What was your screen name?
I don't remember. It was just probably some like band or something.
You remember, dude. You know what it is.
No, I don't.
Don't?
No, what about you?
Mine was like, it was like Escalade 458.
Dude, that's a big baller name.
What's up, dude? I used to be all up in those, those like, those NBA Street and like, what was it? Man, what was that fighting game with all the rappers and shit? Def Jam, dude. So I used to, dude, all those motherfuckers would roll up in like Escalades and stuff like that. I was like, man, I want one of these cars so bad. So I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and make my screen name that.
Yeah.
So people know what I'm all about.
Put it out there.
Yeah, dude.
You played that game?
Def Jam?
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I don't think I've ever played that game.
Dude, a lot of the games on the original Xbox and shit like that were they had really good graphics, like for the time. Like FIFA Street on the original Xbox had really good graphics. Get fucked.
Yeah, what if you were to go back and play that shit now, though?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I would want to, dude.
Dude, I mean, I've been 64, but I haven't gone back and played like an original Xbox game.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Because I was just saying that, like not everyone. A lot of people have their 64s, like things like that, PlayStation, PS2, but no one has their original Xbox. Like I have not played it with a single friend.
Yeah,
no one's got it.
I never even had one of those.
You didn't?
No, I had a GameCube.
You had
and
360?
then an Xbox 360, and then PS4.
For sure. Yeah, man, I feel like the gang's here. You want to go grab some food?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, man.